Generic greetings and welcome back to Planet Coaster. In the previous episode we spent a lot of time raising up this land here, putting a carousel on top and then spending about 25 minutes putting the queues on because they were a bit of a nightmare. In fact, there's still, there's some sides to this side of the queue and there's a bit of a riser on this one, so I don't really know what the hell is going on with that one. Either way, it's all put in. As you can see, we've decorated and I think it looks quite nice. A little bit bare around here, so we might have to do some work there as well as around this area as well, but that's something we can do when we progress on in this episode and the next. So what we'll be doing is essentially building a roller coaster. We're going to put a roller coaster around about here, I would say. That'll probably be a nice touch. We do need to make the entrance as well, and someone said we should go ahead and do that sooner rather than later, and I agree that we should really get on doing that, but I want to get a coaster up and running because it does give you a lot of money, and once the coaster's going, it gives you a lot of money assuming you've made it okay, but when the coaster's up and running, we can then get a bit more money and then start to decorate things a little bit more. But overall I'm quite happy with the look of the park, and people have said the same thing, so that is good. So first things first, before we do anything else, we're going to go to scenery, and we need to go over to our props and then over to lighting. And we need to put some lighting in here as well. We've actually got a couple of the lights. We've got one here, as you can see, this colour area light. So actually we could probably just click on that and just say duplicate, and then what we want to do is put it there, and then go to advanced toggle and move and pull it down, because this is a suggestion that someone said in the comments that if you put it like that, it makes all the water backlit, which let's just see, shall we? So we'll set the lighting to 10 PM and we'll see what it looks like. It doesn't work at all, so I was being lied to. Perhaps I need to change the colour to red just to see what effect it has. Nope, it just makes everything a bit red. Okay, fine. What I'll do then, I will go to advanced move and pull it down, and no, it does not alter the water at all. It just changes the stuff around it. Perhaps then if I delete it and try a different type of light, we might get different ones that affect different things. Colourful event light, just a box light perhaps. Let's just put a box light in there. We'll just obviously click on that, go to advanced toggle and move. We want to rotate that round, so probably put there maybe. Then transfer it over to this side and then down, and no, that doesn't alter anything at all, so we're not going to bother with that. I'm sure there's a way to do it, but I'm not going to really fuss over it too much. Excellent. So and just another quick look at the park in the dark. It looks quite nice. Yeah, I think it looks very, very nice indeed. We do have a little bit of lack of lighting on this main stretch, so maybe we could go ahead and sort that out. What sort of lighting can we use, though? I mean, it would just be street lamps. I think it would just be street lamps that we use because, well, this is sort of what the thing we're going for. It's the overall look of it. What I'm going to do, though, I'm going to place one there, and that's perfect. That's just... It's so perfect that I have to actually alter it. So we're going to put it there. We're going to put them right next to the... right next to these benches. So go advanced move, and what we'll do, we'll move it over to there. And like so. I think it is a little bit slanted the wrong way. Yeah, it does need to be rotated just a tiny, tiny bit. Which means the other one does need to be moved as well. But nothing that nothing I'm going to be really that bothered about. That's about right. Okay, and there's a kid stuck in it now. I think Timmy is stuck. He was for a second there. Sorry, Timmy. Right, okay. I don't know why he's called Timmy. Maybe he's called George or something. Look at that. That is dead center. That, isn't it? That is pretty much dead center. So we'll move that to there. That is fine. Obviously, we don't need to be absolutely pixel perfect here. We need to be close. You know what I mean? We need to make sure it's actually roughly in the center, which apparently these benches are definitely not. But I'm not gonna lose any sleep over it if they're not completely centered. Some people might. I'm not. Duplicate that. Pull it down to there. It is. Well, it's as close as it's gonna be, isn't it? Really. There we go. And finally one more. And there we are. Yeah, some actual lighting. That looks quite good. Obviously we haven't got it on this stretch, and we will need to do that. I am probably going to not have the lighting in the center nor benches. If we're going to have it be on the sides, and then that's where the other stuff will be. Okay, so We'll change it back over to daytime. In fact, what I'm going to do is change it to AM, and we'll change it so we can always see it. And that's been a request for some time now, so we can actually work in this proper nice lighting. So we will go over to our coasters, and we do have 2 coasters available. We've got the Grendel, and we've got the Madness. That's the 2 type of. That's the 2 blueprints we've got. But if we've got a custom, we've got 4 coasters. We've got Loony Turns. We've got Dragon, we've got Wendigo, and we've got the American Arrow. Well, that's an American Arrow. The Wendigo, that's a Looping, Junior, and Crazy one. What do we want to make? We want to make one. Actually, let's just have a quick check before we do anything else in park management here, and we'll see what we're researching. We're researching compressed air swinging into action, and also all aboard. What else can we research? We haven't got Loony balloons, which we could probably start researching while we're on here, and that'll probably do it. Right, so we've only got them coasters, and we're not going to get any more. In terms of track rides, we do have a log flume. We have a Lunar Autos, which is like a car thing. We've got a Magic Cat. And we've got the Rolling River, which is the Rubber Dinghy Rapids, bruv. So, I think we're going to have both. We'll have the Rubber Dinghy Rapids over here, and we'll have the roller coaster over here, because those are awesome. So, we're going to go over to... We've done the log flume before, but we're going to have a Rolling River at some point. But we'll do a coaster, and I think we'll go for probably the American one, because it's the most universal of all of them, I think. Although, to be fair, this one might be okay. We don't have wooden, obviously. So Loony Turns, it's chain lift, can invert for all ages, and this one is chain lift, can invert for adults and teens only. Maybe then it's probably best if we go for all ages. Can invert for all ages, and that one is can invert chain lift. I think we'll go for the crazy one. I don't think we want to go... I mean, it's called the crazy one, but we're not going to go too crazy with it, you understand. So what we'll do is we will move it out to about here. That's fine. Then we'll rotate it a little bit and then lift it up. The reason I recommend you lift them all up is because you get a... why the hell is it not generating any sticks? There we go. It's generating the sticks. Supports. Well, I guess they are. The metal sticks. I always recommend you lift up the coasters or anything like that, because it means that when you have them going up and down, you want enough room. So we'll put it here. It's not going to be a very large coaster, this one. It'll be okay. Go over to station, and we've got station entry and exit on the right. That's where we want it. There we are. And we'll go to build and build and build. It's not going to be too big. Then utilities, and then over to chain lift. And obviously we do want to increase the height of that one, and then increase the length. Maybe not the start of it, actually. We'll just sort of go out, and then we will go... Ooh, that's quite steep, that, isn't it? That goes up quite a bit. Well, maybe it's a good thing. And pull it down to there, maybe. It doesn't need to be an absolute monster, this thing, you understand. So it's just going to go over a little bit. Like so, and then that will come up. And I do want to put an angle snap on this, and I want to make sure that this is centralized, which it sort of is. We'll go that one. I want it to go down a little bit and then go around, you see, like that. That will do us nicely. And then we want to bank it over by a little bit, rotate it. Probably 90 degrees is fine, but obviously we'll increase the size of it so it sort of curves around quite nicely. Yep, that seems about right. 2 of those, and then when we get to this end section, we'll straighten it up. We will go straight, and then reduce it down. And we want it to go probably straight like that, just to like finish the curve and then down. Can it go vertical? I think it can go vertical. Yes, indeed, it can. And do I really want a vertical drop? Does it have friction brakes? Trim the speed mid-turn, more versatile. Block station, no. It is a vertical coaster. It can be a vertical coaster. I don't want to make a vertical coaster, so I think what we'll do then is we'll just have it quite... we will have it quite sharp, don't get me wrong. We'll have it probably there. That should do us quite nicely. And then obviously extend the length of that. And we could rotate it round. If we really wanted to. That's the thing. We rotate it round and then go through itself there. That might be a nice one. Do that. Over to 90 degrees. And want to go... that way. Perhaps we're gonna. If we're doing that, we probably have to start doing that before. So increase it to there. Rotate it to 45 degrees, and then we want to do that. Yes. And then same again. Oh my good grief, look how weirdly sharp that is. We can smooth that. We will smooth that. And then this goes up like... there we go, look nice and smooth. That's what I was looking for. Like that. And then round. Up a bit. So it'll come up and it'll go round. And then perhaps round to the right. Maybe a bit more angle on it, maybe. Full 90 degrees, maybe. We could even loop it, to be honest with you. It can go inverted. So we wanted it about there. About there. And then finally about there. And then another 45. And then probably down a bit. And then again. And then up. And then probably start thinking about non-inversion. Like that. So that slowly angles out. And then what sort of loops can we go for? Another loop perhaps? Or maybe a roll? We've already done some sort of rolls. That's nice though. Comes back on itself. What we'll do, we'll start the test to see what it looks like. I fear it's going to be fairly aggressive. But we'll see how it is. That's not bad though. Let me just knock the speed up here. While it goes up to the top. There's a chain lift, clicker, clatter, clicker, clatter. And then up and over, and then that gives you a little bit of speed. Which increases the excitement and the fear, and then it comes down. This is the one I'm worried about. Oh, that's quite nice. There you go. It's not going to make that. Oh no, it probably would make that actually. It probably would make that. We'll try it. And then if it does, we can come essentially back down where we were. Back round and then in. Like that. Obviously we'd have to outturn it. Like that, you see. And then essentially autocomplete. Yeah, we'd autocomplete that, but obviously we do want to rotate it like so, so it angles a bit better. Now, so here it comes down, round, along. I don't think it's going to make it. Oh, only just, but that's quite good though. And then back around. You know what? That is rating as a good one. That is rating as decent, that. Yeah, look at that. Excitement is 5. Fear is in the green. And nausea is in the green. That, yeah. Well, it's not the most aggressive coaster in the world, but we were never aiming it to be the most aggressive coaster in the world. So I'm happy. I'm completely fine with that. Let's just go to smooth banking on this. There you go. That's smooth as a banking. Oh, that's much better. Look, that lovely and smooth. Excellent. So let's just see what it rates at now. It shouldn't actually alter the rating, but let's just see what it does. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Comes along. I like that. Then maybe a little smoothing there. It comes along. There you go. Much smoother. Much smoother. And then along to there. Rotates round. Maybe a little bit of a kink there we need to sort out. That's nice and smooth. That goes up and over. Very nice. Well, obviously we'll have something in here to look okay. Probably big water spouts, I think. That's a bit sharp. We're going to have to clean that up a bit. And then in. And there you go. Good. Yeah, happy. Very happy. Right, so what we'll do is select them. Smooth the banking. There you go. It just took the edge off because it was a little sharp at one section there. And the same thing here. So we want to click on that. We want to select that piece, but we don't want to select that piece. And we just want to smooth the banking. There we go. So it's a little bit smoother than it perhaps was last time. Excellent. It's just taking the sharpness out of it, taking the jerkiness out of it, because we don't want whiplash claims or anything. So that comes down, that seems to be okay, that comes down and around, nice and smooth, up and round, lovely, lovely. And then in, just make sure the rating hasn't got any lower. I don't think it has, maybe by a point something, but nothing for me to really worry about. Excellent. Excellent. Most happy. So, place an entrance, we will place it at, probably, I don't know where the entrance is. Is it here? Yeah, it must be. That must be the exit there. Look, that's the out bit. So we'll place an entrance there. Place an exit over there. And then we will obviously connect things. What I need to do first, however, is go to our operations. Make sure it's, yeah, it is half load. That's fine. We need to check our, not maintenance, where is it? Customize. We haven't selected some music, so probably about Heads in the Clouds. What's that sound like? Don't know. Adventure coaster? I have no idea. Where is it? Half load. Where's the extra cars? Or do we have to stop the test? Close. Don't block station. Why can we not add any more cars? Number of cars. That's what I'm adding. It's right in front of me. Can't see the wood for the trees. Right. So, customize track color. Well, it's already this yellow that we've used previously. Look, there's the yellow we've used it's pretty much the same yellow. So we're going to color it the same as this, I think, because it's in this corner. So, was that blue? Yep, I'll go with that. And then we'll have this as a grey. The supports are grey. No, actually, I'm not going to have the supports are grey. I'm going to have them as the yellow. Is this one. So I'll change a couple of things, and I'll change the track to the track sections to black. You can't really see it because it's highlighting it, so it does mess around. And the car colour we've got as well. It looks like a crash test dummy seat, which is something we really want to avoid. So yellow is bright yellow seats, and we want as bright and we want as blue as well. Come on, where's the blue? That's the back is blue. That's fine. And this one is. Oh, it's the centre bit there, which we can go with white. There we go. That's okay. That's fine. So we're going to run the test on that one, make sure that nothing's crashing and everything's okay there. So, how much money have we got? 1,874. Not fine. That's okay. So we've come up with a fairly decent amount of money. So, we'll go to paths, and obviously we do need to change the path size over to, I believe it was, is it 8 meters? No, it looks like it's going to be 10 meters for this entire thing. That's fine. So we'll delete a section of this path because we want to go along like this, you see. Okay, so we'll go around that way, and then this is where we're going to have the entrance and the exit. So just to remind ourselves, it is the same. Yes, it is the same size. So I don't know what size this is. I believe it is. I believe it's a 4 meter. It is a 4 meter. So I'm going to simply slope it down. I think the slope down to ground is perfectly acceptable. There's a little bit of terrain there that we do need to flatten out. I'm going to delete the previous section because these things happen. Because if you don't do it, you get a bit of a nightmare to connect stuff up with, and that goes to ground. There it is, and then there you go. Perfect. What I'll do actually, I'm going to alter the width, because that should then give me a better... Yeah, can you see it's like it like opens it up a bit? There we go. Actually, no. Maybe we do need to alter the terrain just a little bit more. There you go. That's just chiseling the ground. But look, there's got like, see this little section here? That's because of the pathway, which is, yeah, look, it's a pathway. I'll have to delete a section of the path, and then I'll go to terrain. They need to fix that as soon as possible, because it's a look at that. It won't allow me to alter that section because this path is so close, which is a little bit silly. Like, there's nothing actually there. There you go. Obviously, we'll go to pole and we'll just make sure it's a bit less built. There we go. That's about right. Back over to paths here, and we'll check it. So it does actually. Oh my good grief! It's because of this one now. It's going to give us some issues. That path connects up, and then we'll go to width is 4 meters. Actually, have an entrance to that. Width 10 meters. That goes to the exit, and that is the size I want. But look, it's giving me some issues there. It's tarmacking a bit too much of the place. That's fine. That's acceptable. Okay. And then the queue. Similar sort of deal. We will... What do we want to do? Do we want to do something different with this thing? Or do we want to just go down? Obviously, I'm going to put a building around here. I do need to build a building. But we'll see what the deal is later. I think I'm going to be a bit of a maverick and have it as that, and then down some steps. 1, 2, then straight, then that way, and then that way, and then 1, 2, and then underneath it. And we're just doing this just to give it a bit more flavour. And there you go. So, we could also, if we wanted to, enable the priority pass, which is something we don't currently have in the park. And I've never been a huge fan of it, but it might be an idea to play about with it. So the priority pass, if you enable that, what you need to do is place the entrance of the priority pass. So you can place a priority pass, for example, here. And then you place the exit, which could be... it could be there. That's an interesting place to put it. I wanted it up there, actually, but... come in there. Come up to there, perhaps? Or there. There seems about right. And then connect the queue. You're really going to hate the people on this, aren't you? If they're using that. And there you go. I don't like that section, actually. That's much better. And it's just a black colour with a couple of green arrows. And there you go. And what that means is, essentially, if we go over to our park management... Oh, by the way, we need to reveal a couple of research things here. So we've got a hammer swing ride, and we've also got a Loony balloons. We'll start another research thing. We've got a family ride, got a burgers, well, an eatery, just a memento, another shop brand. We'll go for another shop, and we'll start another one on probably the family ride. I think is quite good as well. So yes, what happens if we go over to park management, which is something we should check anyway, over to the, where will it be? Is it in finances? Loans? No. By the way, we haven't taken a loan out, which I'm very happy with. Ticket prices. So it shows you opening and closing time, which I don't know why we have it as that. We could easily have it close at, like, say, 10 at night. And the standard price is $0 to get in. We don't charge to get in, same as the family ticket. We also have a priority pass, which is currently set to $10. So it means that not only do you pay to get, you don't pay to get in the park, but you pay for every ride you go on. But this thing, you will then pay to pay to get on the priority pass. You don't pay. You pay for getting on this, but then the priority pass that you pay for at the entrance allows you to then go along there. And we do have a priority pass seller because that's the information desk here, which is something mistake I made at some point, I think, during the campaign. So the ticket price, apparently this is $10. I'm going to change it to $20 because I reckon it's worth that. And I'm going to open it. And boom, there we go. Loony Turns. I'm going to change it to Loony Turns instead of Loony Turns 1. And there we go. We now have a fully functioning, decent rated, as far as I can tell, ride. Fear is in the green, even though it's quite high, because they do want to be a little bit scared. That's sort of the point. Nausea is low, which is excellent. And excitement is in the orange. You want it in the green, ideally. Well, ideally, you want it as high as possible, up to rating 10, I believe it is. But being in the orange at nearly 6 is about here. So that is fine. I think that is okay. So let's just see what happens. Can't believe they're charging so much for Loony Turns. Maybe it's a better option to change it to 15. And see how many people go on it at 15. There's a couple of people going on it at 15. They're going on at 15. They're going on at 15. And we are making a lot of money. Obviously, nobody's going to use this priority pass because we don't have any... we don't have... Oh, see, they looked at that? Did you see that? They're looking about at it? Yeah. Nobody's going to use it because I believe they don't have... anything there for it. Like, they don't have any. I don't think anyone here's got one. So we're just going to go to advanced move and duplicate, and we want to just duplicate this building, and we want to start decorating our coaster here. Something that people have not have mentioned, but I have not done yet, which I'm going to do in a moment, is actually put some things above the rides to name them, because I haven't actually done that. This is a problem. As you can see, I wanted this centralized. The problem is that in order to do so, we have to sort of stagger it with the queue as well, with this queue on the left hand side, so it's going to be a little bit problematic, but we should be able to fit it in. That's about right, although what I'm probably best off doing is lining it up with this. Yeah, that's better. And, oh, that's a problem, because we'll actually go inside there, which is something we definitely don't want to do. What I'll do, I'm going to put that there, and then this one I'm going to move again. I'm going to pull it to the... Ah, I've duplicated it, haven't I, instead of moving it. Oops. Oh, no! Why has it done that? Redo. That one there. And then I want to move that one, yeah. Instead of moving it, I did the wrong thing. That is... You know what? That is okay. That's fine. And then I do want to do advanced move and duplicate across to about there. Rotate. And there we go. Maybe a little bit less. That's okay. Doesn't seem to quite line up here. What I'm going to do is move that one. That's a bit better. And then just to smooth it out, perhaps. Nothing's clipping inside. Yes, there you go. Look, so it's like it's ooh, no, it's not curved a bit more. Hang on, I'm trying to stagger this so they are about in the middle. That's better. That's fine. Okay, so a lot of people are going on this, which is an issue because I think the ticket price is too low. So I'm going to put it up to $18 just to see if people go on. Currently, we've got 4 mil, and it's only going up at quite a good rate. Let's see what they think of that. Didn't have to queue long for this. Don't mind the queue time. Place looks boring. Shut up. I'm surprised Looney Tunes looks this plain. Yeah, you're right. To be fair, the scenery rating for this is fairly poor, which is something we're going to resolve now because that's just what we do. So we're going to go over to nature and then over to big rocks and start placing big honking rocks there because we can. And what I might do is have it so this thing is like supported by a big rock like that. Oh, that doesn't look too bad actually. Yeah, that's fine. That's okay. And maybe there's something we can fit in here. Or maybe a big shrubbery of some kind we can have in there. Forest bush. I don't know what bushes we're actually using. Let's have a quick look, see what bushes we're using just to... Is it just forest bush? It's just forest bushes, yeah. So... Just type in 4. There's the forest bushes. Forest bush 1 and 2. Forest bush 1 seems to fit in a bit better, he says, even though it's quite big. But if we shrink it down, there we go, that's okay. And we'll put some in here. That's fine. Delete that, and then we'll go back over to things like the big berry bush, which has become one of my favourite looking bushes in the game. It's just nice and colourful, you see. And look at that there, like a little... It looks way too sculpted. That's because it is, obviously, it's very sculpted. A lot of alpine stuff in here. Don't think anyone's used the priority pass just yet. So, where is some boulders here? We don't want to use them boulders. We've actually used the alpine boulders, which is something I realised either last episode or the one before it. And it doesn't really matter. It actually matches the... I didn't actually look at it, like, the name of it. What I did was I looked at the... Oh, that fits in just nice, doesn't it? There we go. I looked at it in terms of the colour. I went, nope, that pretty much matches the roof. It complements it quite nicely, so we'll go with that. It's exactly what happened. Instead of looking at the name, which is actually the way to do it. You're best off, if it looks right, then it is right, is generally the rule of thumb. So, just putting a couple more of these in, you see. Obviously, we'll be, like, looking at from inside here. I don't think we've got any of these large green bushes in. Let's just see what other bushes we've got going. We've got going green bush large. We've got alpine rocks. We've got... This is a very colourful area. Forest bush. This is just forest bush. Green bush. Just green bush, isn't it? Green bush large. It's just filler, you see. We just want it to fill in areas around here, but obviously we can't have it clipping too much through the ground. That's nice. And you can't see. So I'll pull that down a bit. What's that look like? That looks fine. Couple of these in. And I reckon that will probably be rated highly. I want another one of them red berry bushes in. Maybe not there because it's obviously giving us a little bit of an issue. That's nice. Maybe one along here as well. There we are. Need to have them around here as well. Ew, what's that noise? Is that someone throwing up? There was a noise there that I didn't recognise. Oh, there's some stuff on the ground. The guests think this is too expensive, apparently. Okay, right. 15. Well, maybe it is. 12 then. We'll change it to 12. What about this thing? What do people think about this? Well, it's currently 18, and there's enough people on it, so that's fine. We've got 6.5 million. In terms of notifications, we've got a vendor that's quit, which is bad. We'll just open it up because we get another vendor. I don't know whether they quit for any real reason, like any real reason. No, they just don't pay me enough. I mean, that's a reason. I don't know what the deal is. In terms of our entertainers, we do want to make sure we get a bit more training on these, and we're going to up his pay to 230. I think that's a reasonable price there. Janitors, same sort of deal. We will go for 150, and we will train you up. And our maintenance guy, maintenance woman, shall I say, on 290. I think 320 is about right, and the rest are fine. We haven't got rosters or anything, but I think we do want to hire some staff. I think we do want another janitor, and probably another maintenance person, because that's Cody. Right. Yeah, that'll be about right. Sorted. Okay, so we have a lot of people going on this. Some people thinking it's... Probably some people think it's too expensive, but you know what? I don't know. Going to put it up. A lot of people going on it. Rating's good. Look at that. And Q scenery rating is on 45. Now that might seem a bit low, but obviously we're going to put like big archways and buildings over this, but that'll be next episode. I want to do a little bit more changes around the park for this one. Oh wait, you know what I haven't done? I haven't actually ridden on the thing, which is sort of heresy in a way. I apologise. So we'll go for this one. Seat in the middle. There we go. That'll do us quite nicely. And let's go. Today's beverage is, believe it or not, it's a slushie. I'm recording this on, what's the date? Should be more organised. The 5th of December. There's frost outside. I've had to actually chip ice off the bird bath, and I'm having a slushie. Because I went to the shop, and they said, oh, we're cleaning it out for, like, the winter, essentially. We're not going to use it anymore. Do you want it? Yeah, I was coming for bread, but I'll have it, yeah? Cool. So I've got a blueberry slushie. Oh, that's nice. And that curves down nicely. Oh, that's really cool. Up and around. Yeah, I like the colours as well. Coming down. Gentle curves. And then in. Very happy with that. Very happy. You know what? It wasn't jerky. It wasn't overly aggressive. It had the momentum that I wanted. Hate to say it, but it's probably the best coaster I've ever made. Most of the ones I made, I overdo. So they're really, really aggressive. Really, well, yeah, just aggressive. You know, well over the top. But that one is good. I like that. I like that a lot. Right, so we're going to click on this toilet block here, and we want to say advanced move and duplicate, and we want to bring the toilet block over here. And I'm going to put it around this area. It should fit in perfectly well. One says, without any level of... It would go there. One of our rides is broken down, which is not good. For some reason, it won't go there. So what I'm going to have to do is pull it back, put it there, go to our terrain, and then fight with the terrain tool. So I want to have... flatten the foundation. There, perhaps. And obviously, I can then increase the terrain further up if I need to. Probably best to overdo this, actually. There we are. Then we'll click on that. Move it, and it would fit there. Problem with having it there like that is that it would block this entrance, which is something I don't want to do. I definitely don't want to block an entrance, because people will be coming in this, sorry, the exit, they'll be coming in this to then use it, which is something I want to avoid. So I'm going to flatten this terrain up, and we'll put it there. That's probably better. Like that. Rotate it round. And why will it not fit in? It will fit in. And there we go. So it's in. That fits. And people can use it, one would hope. And we'll go to pull. And we want to pull all of the terrain around like that, you see. And probably a bit more. A bit more here. That's about right. So obviously there's a bit around the back where it won't show. The Flyington is broken down. Again. It keeps breaking down. And we will request a refurbishment. This spinny thing is broken down, but they're trying to fix it now. It doesn't need a refurbishment at all. Let's just check this one. That doesn't need a refurbishment. This also does not need a refurbishment, so that's fine. We're up to 6 odd mil. Go to park management here, research, and we'll reveal... Ooh, Connie Express. Nice track ride. And we'll also reveal... just a memento, a shop brand. Excellent. We'll go for Coaster All About Airtime, Dangling Delights, and Free Spinning. We'll go for Dangling Delights. Sounds like a drop roller coaster. And we'll have Track Ride, A Cleaner, Brighter Future. I don't know what that would be. but we'll go for another thrill ride. So, over to scenery, alpine rocks, and we'll just like start putting some rocks in places. Like this. We'll put flatten surface, and we're just going to sort of cover this area up as if like the whole thing is like in the stone. Like that, you see. I'll put some alpine bushes in just to cover a lot of the rough edges. There you go. That might be a bit big, but although if I put it like that, that's fine because you can hardly see it anyway. Although that sticks out into the gent, so I don't really want that. You can't see through it. Remember, they do go in and go invisible anyway, so it's not as if it's going to be a huge problem. Flyington has been fixed. And there, perhaps. Another boulder there. And a little one on top in there as well. Oh, no, that one's terrible. Like that. Just get a little bit more definition. There we go. And then we'll use the favourite. That's a miniature conifer. Not a favourite. Alpine bush, maybe? Now again. Don't want to align the surface on that one, though. No, I don't like that one. Where is the other bush? It is... Is there not a way you can right-click and add to favourites? No, afraid not. You cannot make your own filters? No, you can't. That needs to be added at some point. Like, add to favourites. Maybe that is. If it is in the game, let me know. Because, you know, I might have just missed it. So, there we are. And just pulling these up. It's a bit too high. Yep, happy with that. Lovely. Toilet block. Right. So we also have, well, we've got a couple of other things to do. We've got some places we haven't, some things we haven't placed. We've got, like, for example, where is it? Shops and facilities, custom. We've got just a memento and Loony balloons. Obviously, we've got a hat stall, but we don't have a balloon stall. And I think a balloon stall would be a worthy addition. So I think we will go for that. But not at the moment, because we are going to leave it there. I think that's not a bad episode at all. I'm just checking here our finances, which we can see construction costs are going up. The profit is going up, however. Yeah, we're doing alright, I think. We're doing alright. What is our overall rating? Park balance bonus. We've we've done the whole thing, look. There's our park balance bonus, get £1,000. Build a roller coaster, which is 40 miles per hour, £1,000. Achieve a monthly profit of £3,000. Yeah, there we go. There's all them challenges. We've got 12 grand in the bank now. I think we're doing quite well. That is more than acceptable. Oh my good grief. Right, so yeah. What is going on here? Look at the queue. Look at the queue. Right, so that's going to 15 then. See, the thing is, you can't really... Why is no one going on that one? It's 5. It's quite cheap. You can't really please people, because firstly they say, oh, the queue's... Why is that 7? Put it to 8. First you say, oh, the queue's too long. Right, so you put the price up so it's too expensive for them, and then they go, too expensive! It's going to be murders. So this is 20 grand. Lifetime profit of 5 and a bit. This one is 11. So this one's actually making good money as well. Not bad. Anyway, we're going to leave it there. Next episode, we will go around this. Actually, we're going to alter a lot of the land around here, make sure it's a little bit more, well, as you can see, it's completely flat and it just doesn't look that good. So we're going to alter a couple of things around here. We need to add like hat stalls, and so we've got a hat stall, we need a balloon stall and mementos. We need to put some lighting in around here, because obviously if I go to actually what time it is, or we'll just change it to PM, you can see that it is quite nice around here, but dark everywhere else. I think some more water as well, maybe around there, would be a good idea, or maybe water around here, some splashy water there and some splashy water here might be quite good. But yes, we will see how it goes. As always, comments in the comments and we will go from there. Overall though, this episode, very happy with what we've accomplished there. Nice roller coaster, good profit. Overall Q scenery rating is 54, but when we put the roof on it and stuff like that, which we'll be doing next episode as well, we should probably be okay. We should be alright. Anyway, as always, let me know in the comments and we will go from there. Thanks very much for watching. Take care and generic partings.